Hello, I'm Bev Scott, and I am the founder and CEO of Introducing Youth to American Infrastructure Inc. Iyai. So this was a really big one for us this year because what we wound up doing was taking all the work we've done in the pilot and we said we are going to expand. So we expanded the geographic reach. We wound up with 11 local host organizers and 19 participating organizations. And then we wound up actually building in an innovation challenge. And it's a virtual innovation challenge. And I mean, the team worked the whole 9 yards. I mean, with young people in each of those local horse organizers actually had their own innovation challenge, major issue, concern, opportunity within their communities. And then they were about the business of developing solutions, their recommended solutions.
On behalf of our team at APTA, I bring you warm greetings. We are all on pins and needles, excited to see your innovative ideas on how to reimagine and rewrite normal.
This opportunity that's been given to us is very appreciated, and I would just like to thank you guys personally and the team at Lift Up for this experience. And
just watching this group of young people who did not know each other before this experience, watching them become a team, watching them learn about the bridges and the roads that we care for here at the Turnpike and Bridge Authority, hearing the questions that they started to ask that told us that they were starting to get it. They were, they clearly understood, and talk about success. I thought, we were eavesdropping outside the door, listening when the judges were asking them questions, and their answers told us that the message had been conveyed effectively and that they got it. And so we thought, that to me is the definition of success.
Welcome to your new transit experience.
As an agency, we serve the city. Youth is obviously a big part of our customer base. So they form a big part. They're the future of our city. They're the future of our agency. They're the future customers, paying customers. So it's important for us to engage them.
For Toronto's new normal, we're pitching 4 ideas that will enhance the customer experience.
But through this program, we also engage them to say, how are you going to solve these problems of tomorrow? Because they're the ones that are going to live with it mostly. Now they're kind of in the driver's seat and saying, this is how we should solve it. I think this was important, and I think it would be empowering to our youth.
To highlight the potential of this technology, we chose to implement our new model on one route in San Francisco, the 25 Treasure Island.
With over 100,000 new data points, our interface is much more accurate than it was currently in use.
So we had the innovation challenge, and this was all virtual, okay, with young people from all over, really all over North America. And we had our grand winners, okay, and the Toronto Transit Commission.
I am proud to announce that our first place winner was the Toronto Transit Commission.
This is TTC.
Well, I think I can speak for all of us that we were very surprised. We were elated by the news.
We were not expecting to win at all. It was pretty remarkable when we won. We thought it was like a joke at first. We didn't believe it. It was pretty fun.
First, I want to say that I'm so incredibly proud of all the youth innovators who participated in Iyai's Innovation Challenge. It gives me great comfort to know that the future of transit is in your hands.
And then in addition to that, we also had an element of what we call critical conversations. And I'm really delighted that Dr. Jamal Scobie is heading that research for us. And it was very appreciative to the Barr Foundation in Massachusetts for helping to fund some of this work, because there's been a lot of conversation about why the number of vacancies that we have across the critical infrastructure sectors, post-pandemic, particularly in the essential frontline positions. But what we found was that there was a lot of research being out there, but it really has not been particularly what we call youth-centered, okay, like ask youth, okay, why not? What is it about our careers that they find interesting, wish they had known more about, or whatever. And then what are the things about our careers that quite candidly are just not attractive to them and make us not as competitive, and which is why one of the reasons why we have the vacancies that we have.
I am Dr. Jamal Scobie. I am a project advisor to Aya, conducting critical conversations for the summer of 2023. So I was brought on with Aya this summer to facilitate conversations between transit agencies employees who are HRs, union reps, who are the employees that help the agencies operate day to day, and also bring the youth in their regions to the table to facilitate a conversation between both transit agency and to youth, to have those critical conversations so we can learn more from the youth. How can we, what are the ways that we can recruit more youth? How can we go into the community, to the local community colleges, and work with community-based organizations to recruit the youth, with particular focus on working with those marginalized populations that do not historically know about these roles at transit agencies and come to the job.
But then we want young people and want to actively encourage and embrace youth voice as a necessity and imperative in terms of helping to really rewrite norm. Okay.
If you're not going out and you're not talking to the youth and finding out what it is that they're excited about, if you're not finding out what are some of the barriers that's stopping them from being part of that excitement, then you're missing people. And Dr. Scott has done an amazing job, especially with the challenge of really engaging youth and really getting youth to not only look at careers in transit, but look at some of the problems that transit have and how can they be part of the solution.
I hope that someday one or more of this group of young students will look back and say, this is when it dawned on me what when I figured out what my passion is, what path I wanted my career to take. I knew I wanted to be in engineering, but I didn't know exactly what area of engineering, and it was that program that told me this is where I belonged.